Okay, so what's going on, guys? It's your boy NotSlaw, or Keegan here. Hope y'all having a fantastic day so far. And today, I'm bringing you guys another story time video. And today's video is a lot more funny than yesterday's video, which was a lot more serious. But today's still kind of serious because I potentially could have gotten my ass beat by an adult, and that would have been quite a story to tell in itself. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, going into freshman year, I dated this girl over summer. And just for the video, let's just call her Rebecca, right? So I met Rebecca at a carnival, and I thought it was still going. I thought she was really hot at the time because I went from a little school to not I've known all these kids for such a long time. They're all pretty fucking ugly compared to Rebecca at the time. And hang on, sorry, I still have the coughs from yesterday. So yeah, as I said, all these other girls were really fucking ugly compared to Rebecca. And at the time, I was like, well, I got nothing to lose. Why not? So I asked her out, and she said yeah. So we started dating, and I thought at the time, I thought it was a really good idea. Like, I get experience, meet new people, going into high school, because I moved, and I was going from a school that I knew about, that I knew pretty much like the back of my hand, to a school I've never been at before with all these new people, and I was really nervous. So I met her, I met all her friends, and, I'm still friends with a lot of her friends to this day, and so we started dating. And I went over to her house one time, and I brought a condom just in case, cause you never know when shit's gonna go south, or I shouldn't say go south, but you never know when you're gonna need a condom, right? So if you have a girlfriend, always bring it just in case. Just personal experience, it always helps. So I go over to her house, and I promise you this. We were just watching Netflix, and we were actually watching a movie. And I know a lot of you guys are gonna be commenting, "Oh yeah, movie." No, we were seriously just watching a movie, and I think we made out a couple of times. But pretty much that was all we really did in our relationship, was just watch movies and make out. That was pretty much it. But you never know, especially when you go over to her house and she's home alone, and you never know. So I decided to be safe and bring a condom. And it's going pretty good. I'm having a lot of fun there. Shouldn't say it like that, but we're having a lot of fun, and we're making out and watching this movie. And it turns out that my dumbass actually forgot to um put the condom in my wallet, because she went to the bathroom, and I thought things were gonna get a lot hotter because she was like on my lap and shit, and I was all excited. I was like, ooh, I might get laid. And so I put the condom in my pocket, and she comes back, and we're still watching the movie, and we keep making out. But the problem is, I forget that the condom's in my pocket. So the time comes, we finish the movie, and my mom comes to pick me up. I meet her parents. My mom meets her parents. They, blah blah blah. Parents meet each other, and their parents are really fucking chill. I have no problems with them. They were actually really really nice. So it was really cool, meeting these new people that I've never met before. So I mean, I'm not gonna complain. They were really nice people. So yeah. And time comes for me to go home. I told my mom about everything, what we did, and I told her that we were just making out, and she goes, I don't really want to hear about that. And I was like, sucks, doesn't it? It's a joke. Yeah, I love my mom. It was just a complete joke. But I get a text earlier, and she goes, Rebecca sends me this text saying, "You're fucked, by the way." And I was like, why? And she goes, "You brought a condom, didn't you?" And I said, yeah. You got a problem with it? And she goes, no. My dad does, though. And I was like, what do you mean? And she goes, you left a condom in the basement. And that was the first thing that came to mind was, oh, fuck. Because at the time, you don't expect to pull some stupid shit like that, especially at your girlfriend's house. It's not the number one thing that's going through your head is, do I have my condom that I brought? Like, do I have it? I gotta make sure I have it. That's not the first thing that went through my mind at all. The first thing that went through my mind was, well, I gotta get the fuck out of here, because I want to go home and sleep. And, yeah, so I didn't even realize I didn't bring my condom home. And she texted me saying, yo, you're fucked. And I said, I explained everything, and it turns out her dad found the condom on the bottom of the couch, and he was pissed because he thought we fucked. Even though, like, I promise you guys this, we did not fuck. Like, we were really chill about it. But her dad didn't know that. So the next day, I go over there because she hits me up. She goes, yo, I'm home alone. You want to come over? And I said, sure. And I was like, is your dad going to be there? Because I'm not trying to get my ass beat or nothing. And she goes, no, my dad's not going to be there. Don't worry. I was like, okay, sweet. So I don't really give a fuck. We're chilling. And I go over there. We watch, I don't remember. I think we watched Get Out or something like that. We watched a certain movie. And hang on. Oh god, I hate the coughs. But yeah, so watching a certain movie, and all of a sudden I hear the garage door go up and the door open. And I was like, "Who's home?" And she goes, "It's either my mom or my dad." And I was like, "I'm really hoping it's your mom, because her mom didn't know about it, because her mom's actually really really nice." And nope, I'm wrong. It was her dad. I hear, "Rebecca, can you come up here, please?" And I was like, "Fuck." And I was like, what do I do? Because at the time we were in her basement, and there's literally only one way up, and that's I have to go upstairs and confront her dad face to face. And I really was not trying to do that. Um, so she was like, just stay down here, I'll be back. And apparently her dad has fucking superhuman hearing or something, and he heard our conversation. And all of a sudden I hear, "Is Keegan here?" And I looked at her and I said, fuck, because what do you do in that situation? Like, let's be honest, what are you gonna do in that situation? You're gonna run? You're gonna jump out? You know, how the fuck are you gonna get out of here? You can't. You're fucked. So I stayed there and I was just waiting, and I was thinking to myself, like, well, this might be the end of it. And it turns out that he didn't actually hear us, but he noticed that I left my hat upstairs, and that was the only reason he knew I was here. But she goes upstairs and I hear them arguing, and then all of a sudden I hear the stairs to the basement, you know, creak. So someone was walking down the stairs, and it wasn't Rebecca because she's, you know, really light. It was her dad because he had really heavy feet, and now I was like, I am fucked. And that was the first thing that's going through my mind, was I'm literally about to get my ass beat. And he comes down and he starts yelling at me. He's like, how dare you fucking disrespect my daughter in my own fucking house, blah 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 this and blah 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 that. And I was like, listen sir, I did not disrespect your daughter. All we did was watch Netflix. And he's like, bullshit, I saw your condom. And I was like, yeah, I brought a condom because you never know when you're gonna need it. Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you never know. You know, I always bring one everywhere just in case something happens or my homies need one. You know, I'm always strapped with a condom. You know, get it strapped. That doesn't make sense. I'm always strapped with the wrap. How about that? That's a lot stupider but better. Anyway, so yeah, her dad comes down the stairs and he's yelling at me saying I disrespected his daughter in his house. And so I'm thinking this literally could not get worse. And then he goes on his phone and he goes, how would you like if I just fucking called your mother right now and told her that you came over to my house without anybody home and fucked my daughter? And I was like, listen sir, like, that's literally not what happened. Like, that's not at all what happened. You gotta be mistaken. Like, I promise you, I told you we did not have sex. All we did was, you know, watch a movie and we made out a little bit, because, you know, at the time that's literally all we did in our relationship. We were just really chill about it. And nope, he didn't believe us again. I mean, no surprise there, but yeah. So I pretty much text my mom, or he goes, you know what, let's get the fuck out of my house. And I was like, okay, no problem there. And I was like, yes sir. And I just left. And I was gonna text my mom to come pick me up because it was about time I went home anyway. You know, it was getting pretty late for me. It was probably like maybe midnight, 1 o'clock almost. And I was just chilling there. Her parents didn't care how late I was over there. Like, they didn't really care. So I just kind of chilled there. And yep. So I guess I said it's, you know, 1:30 in the morning. He's like, get the fuck out of my house. And I was like pretty sure my mom was asleep at the time, so I wasn't, you know, gonna wake her up, just be like, yeah, I got kicked out because he thinks I had sex with, you know, Rebecca. That's, you know, Rebecca, and I didn't even text her. I just left the house. And I was lucky it was in the summer because it was so warm. You know, I was just really lucky. And so I left the house and I walked home, and it was a really long walk home, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It probably took me 45 minutes to an hour to walk home. And, you know, it was just a really lonely walk, and I had a lot of time to think to myself, like, well, this is probably the end of the relationship. So I get home, I open the front door, both my parents are asleep, and I went up to my room and went to bed. Woke up the next morning, mom's like, why are you home so late? And I explained that, you know, we fell asleep watching a movie, and she goes, did you guys have sex? I said, no mom, we did not have sex. And I almost told her, like, you know, I almost said, yep, that's what her dad thought too. But I decided not to because, you know, my mom doesn't need to know about my sex life and things like that. My mom doesn't even know half the stuff about my YouTube channel. So, I mean, it's a good thing she doesn't know it, because she'd probably kill me for half of the videos I have up here. But yeah, so I realized that I pretty much, you know, I'm pretty sure, like, our relationship needs to be over at this point. So I texted her the next day, and I was like, yo, what are we going to do? And she goes, well, my dad wants you to come back over to talk about it. And I was like, I don't know how good of an idea that is, especially the fact that I thought he was going to beat my ass yesterday. Because when he came downstairs, he had his fist clenched. Like, I honestly thought he was going to come out swinging. Like, completely swinging left and right. I thought I was dead, to be honest. But, so I went over there the next day. I walked back over there. Actually, no, I didn't walk. I walked home. But, I had my mom drop me off. And, my mom walks in to say hi. And I'm really lucky that her dad was not home at the time. It was only her mom. And her mom did not know. So we were cooling. My mom, you know, says hi to Rebecca's mom, and my mom leaves. So we're watching a movie, you know, because again, that's all we did was watch Netflix and make out. That was our relationship. And all of a sudden, I hear his dad come home from work, and talking to his mother, and her mom goes, "Oh yeah, Keegan's here, by the way." And he was like, "Good, I need to have a talk with him." And I was like, "Oh shit." Because it's not every day your girlfriend's dad says, "I need to talk with your boyfriend." Because I was pretty scared, to be honest, completely honest with you. I was really scared because the last time we had a quote unquote talk, I almost got my fucking ass beat. And he had something completely wrong. He thought I had sex with his daughter, and that's probably the fifth time I fucking said that phrase. But again, it's completely false. Like, it didn't, and nothing happened. So I was kind of pretty fucking stupid if you think about it. But yeah. So we have a talk, and he's talking about respect and what to do in our house. And he's like, "You know what? New rule, since you are like technically new to our family." I was like, "New to the family? I haven't even been dating your daughter for like a month." It was like 3 weeks we were dating at the time, and he was like, "Since you technically are new to the family, I'll cut you this one pass because I do believe you because we have no proof that you actually did have sex with her, unless I do like a test on my daughter." And I was like, "Yeah, please don't. Like, I did not have sex with her. I can promise you that, sir." Like, we ended up being really chill after this, so he didn't really care that, whether or not I had sex with her. He didn't really care because it wasn't. He didn't really, know that I didn't have sex with her, but he didn't know that if I did or did not. And he kind of did the benefit of the doubt and gave me credit for it. And we talked about it, and we pretty much talked all about respect and how I can't be there if nobody's home anymore. I said, "You know what? That's fine. Like, I get it." And we ended up breaking up, I think, 2 weeks later because a bunch of other shit. Like, since long story short, Rebecca was like a psycho, and I mean, like, today we're really good. We're like really close friends and nothing about that. But in a relationship, she was just like really controlling and really weird about certain things. Like, she was really overprotective. She didn't want me hanging out with anybody else besides her, especially if there were girls around. She would always be like, "Are there?" And if I said, "Oh, yo, I'm hanging out with a bunch of my friends," she's like, "Are there girls gonna be there?" I was like, "Maybe, I don't know." And she was really chill about it at first, and then like she really got concerned, worried that I was cheating, even though I would never cheat. Like, I'm a Taurus. Come on, when was the last time you heard of a Taurus cheat? Like, come on. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. My mom never found out, and we ended up, as I said, breaking up pretty recently, like pretty soon after that. So yeah, and I don't really give a fuck about that story anymore. I just think it's a pretty funny story to tell people. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. If you're new, make sure to drop a sub. Always remember this, or fuck, I always fuck up my outro somehow, dude. Like, I'm really smart at times with my outro, but I really fuck it up at times too. Shit, man. Anyway, I normally don't shout, promote myself in my channel, especially in my videos, but please, if you guys are ever in need of anything from Razer, Rogue Energy, and or Chairs for Gaming /DX Racer, use code keegan.slaw. Every link is in the description below. It mean a lot to me. Help me get some money out here, because, broke boy out here. Help me a lot. And, yeah, always, sub to Dylan. Link in the description below as well. I got a bunch of other my homies that I'm going to link. I might link him in the description. I don't really know what I'm going to do from that. I'm either going to link them in the description or just put in my channels, like recommended channels. I know I have most of them in the recommended, so I'm not too really concerned. But yeah, it'll help me out a lot, especially with the sponsors and stuff, because it gives me money. And also, thank you guys for really blowing up my channel recently. Like, it means a lot to me that you guys care enough about my channel, so, support me and stuff like that, because I've gained a lot of fucking subs in the last, month. Like, I probably gained at least 20 subs in the last month, and I have almost 4,000 views in the last month. It's incredible. It's an incredible accomplishment for me, that you guys are just, showing support out there for me. And you guys care a lot about my channel, too. Like, that just means the world to me. And especially with, like, lack of motivation recently. I kind of gave up on school and shit. I don't really care enough about it, and YouTube's pretty much the only thing I give a fuck about anymore. It just really helps me kind of get through everything. And especially because, like, I checked my, is it analytics or analytics? I think it's analytics. I checked my analytics this morning, or was it yesterday? But, I made 75,000 impressions last month. Like, come on, that's fucking insane. Also, I noticed that 90% of my viewers are not subscribed. If you guys could subscribe, I just shot my ring. If you guys could subscribe, that'd be awesome. Help me out. Give me to 200 subs. You guys I go over this quite a lot. I got a pretty funny story to tell you guys when I hit break 200 subs. That's probably my favorite story I've ever told, and it will be for a very long time. So, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I do want to kind of talk as much as I can, because the background clip behind me and Fee and Anthony actually broke 71 or 72 kills. I had like 34, I think, in total. And we just went fucking crazy that game. It was insane. And I was going to upload it originally, just because, like, I uploaded it as its own clip, but I really didn't care enough to edit it because it was like a 50-minute clip. I had to cut it down, you know, put music and shit in the background, and then edit out a lot of stuff. And I figured it'd be just better off if I use it as background gameplay because it's pretty cool, honestly. Like I did really good at this game too. Like look at me, like I went crazy. Maybe not, you know, there, but still, it just means a lot, you know. But I don't know why I'm skipping everywhere. But yeah, 71 kills in total. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a sub. If you're new, leave a like. Oh, fuck, that's the second time I fucked up my outro. God damn it, dude. If you're new, drop a sub. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Always remember to stay slothy. Other than that, it's been Slaw. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace out, everybody.